Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and it's Debsy, and the place to be, it's Debsy. Bloop, bloop, that's me. Boop. Hey guys, Monday edition. It's me, Debsy. So everybody, it is Monday. I hope everybody had a great day. So today's Monday, which means it's typically Man Crush Monday, but during October, it is Spooky Season Spotlight. So today, I'm going to be spotlighting probably one of the scariest movies ever made, and that is Silence of the Lambs and Sir Anthony Hopkins. Now, typically for Man Crush Monday, I go through and I talk all about an actor's many roles that they've had. Sir Anthony Hopkins has had 10 million. So we're not going to do that. I thought instead, what I would do is go through and put out some interesting facts about the horror classic known as and loved as The Silence of the Lambs. So it was released Valentine's Day in 1991. And you're thinking, why Valentine's Day? Well, Orion Pictures was the studio that put it out. And they had scheduled it for the middle of February because they did not want their other film, Dances with Wolves, with Kevin Costner, to have any kind of real competition when it came to the Oscars. And they thought that they had a surefire hit. So they really didn't want there to be a lot of competition at the Oscars. So they released it in February. As we all know, Dances with Wolves went on to win, I think it was like 7 awards. Next year, Silence of the Lambs comes out, cleans up at the Oscars. What they win? Well, they won Best Actor for Sir Anthony Hopkins, Best Actress for Jodie Foster, Best Picture, Best Director for Jonathan Demme, and Best Adapted Screenplay. They made Silence of the Lambs on a $19 million budget. They grossed, I believe, $272.2 million worldwide. And it is actually the only horror film to win for Best Picture. And I believe it's only one of 5 movies. I believe it said one of only 5 movies to win all of the major awards. That's Best Actor, Actress, Director, Picture, and Adapted Screenplay at the Oscars. Interesting cast notes that I found out. We love, love, love Sir Anthony Hopkins as Hannibal Lecter. Cannot imagine anybody else playing Hannibal Lecter. Jonathan Demme saw it quite differently. His first choice to play Hannibal Lecter was Sean Connery. Sean Connery read the script and said it was quote unquote revolting and did not like the subject matter at all. So he turned it down. After that, they then went to Sir Anthony Hopkins, and they were sold on him then after that because of his performance in The Elephant Man. But some of the other names that I had come across that were mentioned in talks to maybe play Dr. Lecter was Al Pacino, Robert De Niro, Daniel Day-Lewis, and Dustin Hoffman. And I'm sorry, a lot of great actors there, but I don't know that I could see anybody but Anthony Hopkins playing Dr. Lecter. So the first choice to play Agent Starling was, in fact, Michelle Pfeiffer. Michelle Pfeiffer had just made Married to the Mob, which was also directed by Jonathan Demme. That was his first choice. She thought it was just way too violent. She did not like the subject matter, so she passed on it. And I believe after that, next in line was Meg Ryan, also too violent for her. And then after that, it was Laura Dern. And the studio had thought, listen, Laura Dern maybe does not have the box office draw. Then they went with Jodie Foster. And Jodie Foster had the year previously, I believe, just won Best Actress for The Accused. Yes. It was primarily filmed here in Pittsburgh. It's filmed in Western Pennsylvania, and also some scenes were shot in Northern West Virginia. I believe that the house that it was shot in was up for sale. And if I understand correctly, it is turned, I don't know if it is now a bed and breakfast, but you can stay in the house that it was shot in, because I know of somebody who one of my friends works with who actually stayed in the house and sent pictures to my friend. They have like a cutout of Hannibal Lecter in like not the lobby, but in the foyer. I don't know that I would want to stay there. I know that it's not real, but I don't know that I would want to stay there. And it was Anthony Hopkins' idea that Hannibal Lecter wear all white, just because he thought, listen, the public is so scared of doctors and dentists. Let's go with all white. The rights to Hannibal Lecter were actually given away for free, and that's crazy. Director Michael Mann had made a movie, Manhunter, which was based on Red Dragon, which is actually the first book that features Dr. Lecter. As we all know, I believe Red Dragon was like the third in the series of the Hannibal Lecter movies, but he made Manhunter, and it was based on Red Dragon, which was the first book. It tanked. It did terrible. So the producer who held the rights, Dino De Laurentiis, gave away the rights for free for future films to the Silence of the Lambs producers. And the first time that Hannibal Lecter meets Clarice in the film, he mocks her, like her southern, he mocks her southern accent. That was all improvised. Jodie Foster did not know that was going to happen. So that reaction that you see in the film was genuine, and she was actually kind of hurt by that mocking tone of his. But she thanked him later, because when he did it, it made their meeting all the more genuine. And his line of fava beans and a nice Chianti with that thing, that was inspired by Bela Lugosi. And he would actually, Sir Anthony Hopkins would do that as a young boy, when he would chase the girls around and try and scare them and go that. So he was always scary. I had read something where he was always considered to just be a scary guy by all the kids in the neighborhood. I get that. And here is one that made me think, wait, what? So apparently he was actually, Sir Anthony Hopkins was in a relationship with businesswoman Martha Stewart. Who would think that? Hannibal Lecter and Martha Stewart in a relationship? Well, apparently they were. And then she dumped him after the movie came out, because when she looked at him, all she could really see was this cold-blooded serial killer. So who would think Anthony Hopkins and Martha Stewart? Okay. Another interesting fact. Anthony Hopkins was only in the film, his screen time was only 16 minutes. But yet he won the Best Actor, and that is the second shortest screen time. And that is the second shortest screen time of an actor to win the Best Actor award. The American Film Institute, or AFI, named Hannibal Lecter as the #1 villain in movie history, and I believe that they named on their 100 heroes and villains list, Hannibal Lecter, Dr. Lecter, was #1 for the villains, and I believe Jodie Foster, her character came in 6th on the heroes list. Also, lastly, the moth cocoon that was found in one of the victims' throats, that was actually made of Tootsie Rolls and gummy bears, just in case the actor accidentally inhaled and swallowed the moth cocoon. So there we go. There is some interesting information about probably one of the most terrifying movies ever made. I I hope y'all enjoyed. And everybody, if I've not told you yet today, which I haven't, I love you. You're loved, seen, and heard. Please make sure that you put love, kindness, compassion, acceptance, hope, and positivity out there. And everybody have a great night, and I'll see you later. Bye, guys. I had to do it. Bye, guys.